This is my mosaic workshop. We're in Italy, in Ravenna, a city famous for its churches dating back to the 4th and 5th centuries AD and decorated with Byzantine mosaics. In this shop-cum-workshop, we make objects for interior design, decorated in mosaic with original contemporary designs inspired by the Byzantine techniques, using glass placed directly onto the mortar without using grout, so that light can reflect in and around the individual spaces. We produce all our objects here in the workshop and sell them directly to the public, but we also sell the materials needed for you to make your own mosaics. In this video course, I will show you the secrets of my craft. There are 4 basic materials that we need. Smalto, here behind me you can see the variety of choice we have. This is a vitreous paste made in Venice. It's made by mixing and melting glass powder with powdered metal oxides to obtain the colour we want. Once the smalto has been made, it's then pressed flat to form discs called pizze, like this. They are then cut into roughly shaped tessere, which we then go and cut to the size we require with these mosaic glass cutters, like this. As we cut the tessere, we find the colour all the way through as it has been baked into the glass. The tessere can be cut into a triangular shape or a square rectangular shape. This is the smalto. Then we have the reflective glass. These are sheets of textured, uneven glass, you can see here, in different colours which have a mirrored effect behind them, giving them their brilliant colours. This, for example, is cathedral. This is kappa. And apart from coming in different colours, they also have different textures. To cut these sheets of glass, we need a good quality glass cutter with a diamond point and oil reserve like this one, because the glass is quite thick and irregular in its thickness. To cut it, you need to score down the sheet like this. In one straight, even line, and with the same strength all the way down. Once you've scored the glass, you need to snap off the strip like this, using these running clippers. You hold them with the indicator facing upwards, lined up with the groove. Once you've lined it up, you slowly cut into it just on the edge, and then you can snap off the strip.
Cioè non si tiene così, ma appena così, e poi si stacca la tessera.
Once the strip has been snapped off, we can cut the tessera with glass cutters. It's important not to have strips which are too narrow, or it's too difficult to snap them away from the sheet, but not too wide, or when we cut them with the clippers they can be too irregular. The third type of material that I want to show you is Tiffany glass. As you can see, it has something underneath it, and these are sheets of coloured, opaque glass, which are used like the reflective glass, cut into strips and then cut down in size again. The fourth and final material is the murigna. Made in Murano with smalto, these glass rods have a design, which you can see from the top, and which runs all the way through. They can be cut with a glass cutter like this. It's a good idea to use your finger to catch them as they drop, so they don't go shooting off around the room. You can choose the thickness you want, but in our case 3 or 4 millimeters is usually sufficient.
Spessore dare, di solito nel nostro caso 3-4 millimetri massimo sono più che sufficienti.
Having looked at the materials we need, we'll now look at the way we glue them together. We use a cementitious adhesive by Mapei called Kerabond, which is dissolved in isolastic, a latex additive. Kerabond can be found either off-white or grey, so it's the right colour for the mosaic we are going to produce.
In modo che sia in tono con il mosaico che poi andremo a fare.
You can colour it with acrylic colours, but this is what we do. We sift it together with a small amount of metal oxide of the colour we want.
Una quantità di ossido del colore che ci interessa.
Once the cement powder has been coloured, we can take a small amount to work with.
Ne prendiamo una piccola quantità perché dobbiamo ricordarci
Remember that once it's been made up, it will last about 10 hours in the bowl. But when it's applied to the surface we're working on, it will only last for somewhere between a quarter and half an hour, so it's not a good idea to make up too much at once.
Non è bene impastarne troppo per volta. Ne mettiamo un po' di polvere.
We put some of the powder in a bowl and then we add the isolastic. The recipe calls for half the quantity of liquid to the quantity of powder. But you can also go by eye, simply adding some of the liquid slowly and mixing it together until you have a toothpaste-type consistency, soft but not runny. If, like now, you put too much liquid in, you can simply add a little more powder.
Se, come in questo caso, si esagera un po', basta aggiungere un altro po' di polvere.
Now we have the adhesive, I can show you how to make a small photograph frame decorated with a mosaic. Similar to this, which is our final product, reflective glass and murrina. First of all, we need to score the surface of the frame so that the adhesive will stick well.
La superficie della cornice.
Then, with a spatula, you spread on a uniform layer, first pressing down well so it penetrates the wood, and then building up a layer to about 2 or 3 millimeters. Everyone will find what they work with best.
Prima ben schiacciato proprio perché penetri bene nel legno e poi fino a raggiungere uno spessore di 2-3 millimetri. Poi ognuno troverà lo spessore che più gli piace. Ecco. Questo strato
This layer can be worked for about 20
abbiamo
minutes.
detto per circa una ventina di minuti. Bisogna stare attenti
You
perché
must
c'è
be
un
careful
momento
because there is a
in cui
moment when it
sembra
seems like
lavorabile,
it can still be
ma già non
worked,
accoglie più.
but in
Quando si
fact it has
asciuga
become
troppo e
too
dopo quel
dry
tempo
and
la
doesn't
tessera
have the
si
same
staccherebbe.
adhesive qualities. Over time, the tessera will fall off.
Per ottenere
For the
la
decoration we
decorazione
want, we've cut the
abbiamo
green
tagliato
tessera
quindi per
lengthways
lungo
and will alternate them with
tessere.
tessera of the reflective glass.
Alterniamo alla luce verde. E le inseriamo
We can insert them
direttamente
directly in the mortar.
Ricordiamoci
Remember, we
che non
won't be
andremo a
grouting,
stuccare,
so we have to clean up
per
the mortar
cui in
as we
questo
go
caso
along,
le sbavature
otherwise it would
di
all be
cemento
seen.
vanno subito rimosse, perché sennò si vedrebbero.
The work that you can see now looks practically the same as it will look when we've finished, so it must be as precise as possible.
Per cui deve essere il più preciso possibile.
Once we've finished putting all the tessera in place, we have to leave it to dry in a horizontal position for 24 hours. This is the final product, which we've also painted in a colour that coordinates with the mosaic, and we've cleaned up the tessera where necessary. And that's it, the frame's finished.